If you like piña coladas and getting caught in the rain, you're going to love this novel. All right, so this is completely unscripted. I want to go off the cuff with you because this is an author who I have known for more than 35 years. He's one of the most talented people I know, and you should read his novel. This is a novel I have been waiting 16 years for. I signed it up when I was working for another publishing company, and the novel is called Murder Your Employer, which I hope you will not take literally, and it is by Rupert Holmes, who is a novelist, a singer, a songwriter, a dramatist, a playwright. He's been called the national treasure by the Los Angeles Times and a Renaissance man by Newsweek. This novel is set at the McMasters School. You may be asking, well, what is the McMasters School? Well, it is a conservatory. It is a finishing school for finishing people off. It is where students go to learn the homicidal arts. So our novel begins with 3 students who gain admission to McMasters, and we know at the outset that only 2 of them are going to survive. There have been a lot of best-selling novels lately set in the world of dark academia. Rupert's version of academia is a lot lighter and breezier, even though these people are learning how to commit homicide. It's kind of a Hogwarts for homicide. This is the first in a series of novels that Rupert is setting at the McMasters School. The first one is called Murder Your Employer. We thought that that was the most common murderous desire that people have. So the next novel is going to be called Murder Your Mate. So if you liked Knives Out or Glass Onion, you're going to love this novel because it's got the same kind of wit and intrigue and mystery, and you'll be guessing the whole time you're reading it. And the thing that's great about Rupert is that he is always a step ahead of you. He is one of the cleverest writers I've ever read. I first discovered him, like a lot of people, in the late 1970s. When I heard his song on the radio. It was the Piña Colada song. You probably know it, perhaps are even hearing it in your head right now. If you like piña coladas and getting caught in the rain. When I was in college, I was a summer intern at the Washington Post, and I had an idea for a story. I wanted to write an article about Rupert Holmes when he was launching a new musical at the Public Theater in New York. And the editor approved it, so I went to New York and I met with Rupert. And I interviewed him about this new musical that he had written the books and the lyrics and the music for, The Mystery of Edwin Drood. And I asked Rupert, how is it possible that you're able to do all of this for the first time writing on Broadway? And so I said, Rupert, how are you doing this? And Rupert looked at me and said, John, I'm faking it. I have no idea what I'm doing. What amazed me was that a little while after that, he won all those Tony Awards for The Mystery of Edwin Drood. So to see somebody in real time telling me that he was faking it and then seeing how it all worked out for him, it gave me the confidence to realize that it's all right to acknowledge that you don't know everything. It's even all right to admit that you're faking it to yourself, as long as you're focused on the job at hand. And Rupert is focused on everything he does. I know every lyric that Rupert Holmes has ever written. You're browsing through a second-hand bookstore, and you see her in nonfiction V through Y. I know that this is the novel that is going to put Rupert Holmes back on the top of the charts. And that is The Word According to Karp.